even charge these guys?
I don't know, not necessarily. It's like I said, it could have been something conjured up between all of them, but they have, because all the allegations and things that they have on him. They may be just building something. They don't want this to be like to overshadow what they already have going. I don't know. There's a lot of theories, but I just think that it's something bigger than this whole robbery. They're trying to put this robbery to the side.
Now, I think it would have been, I don't, you can't just they cannot, the pickle is they can't just let that go.
Yeah,
you just can't let somebody on camera walk up in a Stormer church with a Glock and not act on it. You know what I'm saying? Even if the Fed sent them in there to do it.
Yeah. He said he's going to release a video of the full robbery possibly this week. So we'll see what he releases. Just like the angle he had when
what is it about him that y'all don't believe what he is saying? Why is it that we cannot give him the benefit of the doubt? What is it that you think it is about him that automatically makes 8 out of 10 people say this man is a scam?
Because I think we've already been tainted with larger platforms bringing up all his charges that he's been charged with in the past, bringing up the allegations of scamming the old lady out of her money, the $90,000. I think we've already been tainted a little, off of those other platforms.
So the deck is stacked against him.
Yeah.
But see, the part about it is that we don't believe the scripture, because behold, when I come to Christ, then I am a new creature.
And he did do that baptism at Coney Island, so yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Old thing. So I'm just playing devil's advocate a little bit. I'm on the fence. But I'm just saying that we are I personally, as arrogant as he is, I do not see him orchestrating being publicly humiliated to that degree. That man laid down. I mean, they didn't tell him to get down. He voluntarily.
Some people are a little questioning that too. It's like,
whoa. you see what I'm saying? I mean,
yeah.
I've known of churches to be robbed. Bishop Anderson's church in LA was robbed. They came in and stripped the deacons down to their underwear. No. On Sunday morning. St. Rest in Oakland, they came in with assault rifles and robbed their church in Oakland. We locked the doors. We locked the doors during offering, and it ain't nobody. If you get up, you are walking toward that altar to give your money. It ain't no sudden jerky moves.
Nobody in, nobody out.
Not with that, and everybody packing up in there,
Yeah, I grew up in San Jose at Bishop Theophilus Christ Church, and I done seen many men get drug up out of there.
But listen, so I don't know. I'm just not inclined. Now, what I think is going to happen, I think that because of all of the hype and because of all of the flashiness, I think that they're going to start examining him.
Yeah.
And if whatever he does not have in order is getting ready to be a problem for him. But on the face, I just don't see him, and I could be wrong, but I just don't see him humiliating himself to that degree. I think he is too narcissistic and too arrogant to have literally gotten down on. And I don't even think those guys, and they could be mentally challenged, but I just don't think those guys would have gone in that church and be on camera. You know what I'm saying? Like if
Well,
they
they were
got him
covered up.
going.
They were covered up, so you really couldn't see anything on them. They were, I mean, all you can see is pretty much their eyes. They were fully covered. So you couldn't see anything. I don't know.
What my whole thing was about the whole why didn't what kind of church do you think they have?
Come on.
Because
Come on, William. Like you
the
always
reason why
say.
I'm saying, because didn't nobody say, "Oh, the blood of Jesus, the devil
No,
is," did nobody start
They just,
speaking in unknown tongue? They
nope.
sit there and they let that go without any. And then the same thing with the woman. They did not. I mean, it's some. First of all, it's some women in my daddy's church that wouldn't have even let another chick. The moment that she
Yeah.
stood up,
Huh.
you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Losher, Varna, them chicks. You see what I'm saying? They would have. She would have been tossed down those stairs before he even would have allowed, or before she could have even struck down the aisle.
Yeah.
I don't get it. And
She
then
went
the other
there.
part, where is that boy that was sitting up there that didn't move?
He didn't move. He didn't an inch.
He didn't flinch. I don't even think he blinked.
No, he didn't. He was like, "Hurry up, y'all! Hurry up!" Pretty much.
but wait a minute. But we ain't seen him no more since.
Ain't seen nobody in that church since they done hit the road. All of them. He said he's not having church because everybody done left his church, so he's gonna be online for a few weeks.
Well, see, I was wondering. Now, this is what I thought. Now, this is what I thought was crazy, and I guess maybe I got a problem, because I said, now they all went back in there the Sunday after they was robbed, but
Yeah.
the girl come in, the two crazy women come in and create a disturbance, and now he having church
Yeah.
by himself at his desk.
Well, the word on the curb is that the people who owns that threw him out of there, but that's not confirmed. But we'll see if he actually gets
So
back
the
in
word is that event facility is saying you can't.
You got too
You
much
can't
going
come.
on. You got to get out of here.
Right, yeah, you can,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. Now that makes sense. I had heard something about that either they it was no longer available, but that makes sense. That must have been what they were trying to tell me, because I had today just
Yeah.
a wild day. We got another sexual situation coming out of Brooklyn. And so
Not
yeah,
Brooklyn.
the
That's
same
your
up there.
favorite folks.
Who?
New York. That's your favorite people up there.
Yeah, between New York and Texas.
And
So
things like,
but anyway, but I guess that's what they was trying to say. So the one guy bailed out, grandma bailed him out. I don't know. I think it's really going to be interesting. And then I'm just hoping. Now this is what I was thinking. I was wondering, did he get some PPP money?
I'm pretty sure he did. Didn't everybody else? And he said he has businesses and his real estate and all this other stuff. So he probably
And
did.
he flips houses or whatever.
Yeah.
So I don't
Yeah.
know. It's gonna be something. But I think now let me ask you this. Don't you think it's interesting that they finally caught the guys? Now, what do you think I'm surprised that it took them this long to catch those guys.
Yeah, from July all the way. They said they issued a warrant or something on the 22nd of September.
Right.
And then today's the 28th. I think they're just building that case, William. Like I said, I think it's more than this robbery. I think it's just more there, and
See,
it's just
I'm
going to happen.
wondering, did he have something going with them and didn't pay them, and they said, we gonna get our money?
Well, right, and that could be it too. I thought about that. There's like, okay, you don't want to pay us, or you going to
Right.
scam? You know, we gonna come and get
We gonna
what
come
you.
and we gonna go and we gonna
Yeah,
come in and take
and then when they say
like
that guy,
whatever, because he drove around one of those brownstones that he's doing and developing, and he was out there saying, I'm doing this. I'm wondering, did those guys like know him, do business with him, and he didn't pay them, and then they went in to get paid, by any
yeah,
means necessary,
yeah,
which is what I am
yeah,
thinking. Because see, the other part of it is that why didn't they rob everybody? Why didn't they take everybody
right,
purse,
yeah.
pocketbook, or
They came
whatever?
directly for him and his wife.
Right.
They didn't even ask for the offering. They didn't say, "Where's the offering plates? Where's that?" They just came for him and his wife. And like Ina says, just like that he mentioned today at his the press conference, that he had an attempted home robbery 3 weeks ago. So
it was,
that's what he said. That's what he said.
Child, why is everybody robbing him all of
Everybody
us?
and their mama is robbing him. And that
Well,
poor little baby. That poor
right,
little
I'm just,
baby.
and I'm the, why she ain't got a nanny? Why is she always sitting in church holding
They
this
should
baby?
never bring that baby to that church. Never. Like
I'm
Taisha
so
Jackson.
sick of her. I don't think my mama held me that much. It was always an
Yeah.
adjutant or somebody, a nurse or somebody. Why is she sitting up there cradling this child all the time?
I listened to Taisha Jackson. He said that woman, that little baby has seen more guns and violence than on Power or on Oz. I mean, really? Keep the
It's
baby at home.
so they tried to rob his house too. Oh, he owed
Yeah, he
somebody.
said there was an attempted home robbery. He couldn't quite get the dates together, but it's documented because one of the reporters brought it up. See, he had reporters this time. He ain't had but
Right.
one
See, they
last
had,
but he had them this
but
time.
he had him this time because somebody was arrested.
Yeah,
And see,
yeah,
once that press release went out, then that's when they gonna get. I mean, he made Good Morning America, so
yeah. But
that
he talking about an apology. We need him to apologize to the NYPD. Last week he was telling them off, talking about they not helping him. They cute.
Well, well, that was good. That was good because now he got some action. Now he got some action. That's good. See, I like Hellraiser. I love him, good sanctified Hellraiser.
I
So
know. I'll be listening to it. He done blocked me on IG though. I can only listen to it. Well, he probably gonna block me now on Facebook because I be on there. I be cutting up. But I think he's funny sometimes. He's hilarious to me.
I like him. I kind of like him. I think he's the Floyd Merriweather of the church. And then he likes gloss.
Yeah.
He wears lip gloss, and I do too. So,
Popping. That's so funny. He told that other girl, that woman who came prophesying in his church, he told her face was greasy. So she was mad. But see, he got greasy. He greasy. I don't know why he told her face was greasy.
But you know what? But the thing about it is, I'm glad you brought that up. Let's talk about these women. Now, why would she come in there with some shorts and that little flimsy outfit on and flip flops
out of that church?
Huh?
She had no business. Neither one of them had no business going up in that church.
They had no business, and they went premeditated and orchestrated to be a disruption. And they were some bold chicks because for that congregation to have had a guns pulled on it that could have gone any kind of way.
Yeah,
any of those members could have pulled out and started firing.
Yeah,
what they call it, PSD or TBD or whatever, when you
PSD.
when,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That the trauma of it all, and for them to go, then the girl, oh, she's outside. What's her name? Killer or whatever. She's
Killer.
outside. She's
Yeah.
casing the church. She's been
Yeah.
talked to the police. She had a friend that looked like a gorilla that was in a t-shirt and jeans. Then you had somebody else posted across the street. Let me ask you this. You've been following me for a long time. Do you think Larry would have been capable of sending somebody there?
No, I don't think so. I don't think Larry even wanted to be bothered with him, to tell you the truth, or Jives. I really don't think they. Let me tell you, that woman. Okay, let's start with Tarsha, the dark one.
Okay.
She was upset. She was in that rental class or training or something that he offers. She didn't
Right.
like the he called her greasy. So she was on an agenda. She was on an agenda to go to that church, rebuke him. You know, she come from Jordan,
Well, see,
Master
that's why
Prophet.
I have an issue
Yeah,
with the situation.
yeah, she come from Master Prophet.
Because
So
the
she,
thing about it is, first of all, Jordan Church ain't much bigger than
well, he don't even have. He hasn't had like physical church in I think a couple of years. He only
who?
has online. Jordan. He
Well,
doesn't even go to a.
Jordan has a full older theater, and he has a condo and a penthouse that's right next door to his bed. First of all, now let me tell you something. But I know his full situation.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I know his, but I didn't know if he hasn't. But I don't know if he's had church or not
Yeah. Oh, he
since we
hasn't had
haven't.
church in like 2 years.
Okay, but what I will say is Jordan's congregation ain't much larger
Right.
than Lamar Miller Whitehead's congregation.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I've been in there many a times, and you could pick, choose, refuse. You could throw rice up in there, and it wouldn't hit nobody. So, so
Woo!
and then he has prophecology. I just find it hard to believe if she's not active, that's one thing. But I just find it hard to believe because he has his prophecology. He's had 2 or 3 birthdays, and he's constantly having these events. So if she's a faithful follower, I just cannot see him going up there and then possibly having not seen her or have some kind of interaction.
Well, I guess she's claiming to be under Master Prophet Jordan, but when he went on Larry's live, he said that she's like in some kind of program, like a prophet program that he does.
He does a prophecology where he
Yeah,
teaches you
yeah,
how to prophesy.
yeah, yeah. So she was gonna go there, speak in tongues, and then interpret the tongues to rebuke him. That was her. That was her agenda. So he
So
shouldn't have put her
everything
hand.
about the book is a lie.
Huh? What you say
Everything
now?
about her doing the book is a lie.
Yeah, I think that's a lie. I think she's a lying prophetess. I believe she's a lying
Well,
prophetess.
that and she's somewhat crazy.
Yeah, I think because now
I don't
Killer.
I don't see. Did you hear her live when she was sitting in the dark and she was saying
I can't do. What she do? What she do?
and there's some I can't well see the two women are now at odds.
Yeah. Now they don't even like each other.
Exactly. So she was in the dark in the middle of the night. She went live and we can't see her. The screen is black and she's trying to address the fact that the light-skinned girl killer no longer
Mm-hmm.
likes her and is implying that she went there and she created this whole outburst
Well,
and
when I'm listening to Akila, she was like, it did take her by surprise because all of a sudden she starts breaking out in tongues. she starts calling him, keep on with your lying sermon. So she's like recording, but she like, girl, what are you talking about? And then he tells her to come up so he can make her famous. And she gets up. Now, he shouldn't have put her hands on her, but she shouldn't have been at that church.
She shouldn't have been at that church. Let me tell you this. I ain't for violence.
No.
But when you step out of line.
Yeah, you like violence. You said God went in and tore up everything. You said he does killers and everything in the Bible.
Let me tell you something.
Don't get on here playing, William.
Baby, it ain't. Listen, it's only two ways to get a demon out. And that's either you can pray it out or you can beat it out. That's all. That's you know. This whole thing.
Did you freeze, William?
It's a new development too. I just love it. I'm sorry, my battery is about to go, but I just love it. The whole aspect of it is just it is exciting. But so to sum up, you feel like the feds is onto him and building the case.
I think so. Because there's been no mention of any of the accusations he's been accused of. I don't know. And I could be reaching. I could be just going off of what other people say, but I don't know. It just feels like something else is coming out.
Well, the thing about it is that the U.S. attorney is involved. So I was trying to. I would have thought that they would have been charged by the district, by the DA.
Well, I think because of the gun, the ATF stepped in. That's the reason ATF, that's the story that they're saying.
So they stepped in, so that's why it's up to the U.S. attorney, which then goes back to your question, that if it's now up with the feds, then I can kind of see your point. Why would he be able to bond out that fast?
Right. Yeah.
But you know what? Now you're making perfect sense. That's why I haven't been. It has to be federal now. And that's perfect. That makes perfect sense. That's why I wasn't able to get a mugshot, because it's not. Right. It's not in. It's with the feds. It's with the Eastern District Attorney.
And no
U.S. attorney.
No cameras because it's federal.
No cameras in the courtroom. They do. That's why they draw. So that's why, because that was the first thing I was saying. I've been looking today for the mugshots, right? But it's now with the feds, which is $15,000. That's a low bond.
I'm telling you, William, it makes no sense for an armed robbery of a church to have a low bond like that. Something in the gumbo is spoiled, as they say. No, something ain't right. Yeah.
And you think it's just going to be a matter of time before Whitehead is back in shackles?
Where's the wife? She don't come nowhere near him.
Well, she looks sort of like Takia. Mm-hmm. She's got a long 26-inch blonde weave. And she's around. I think all of this may be a little bit much for her, though.
Well, she's on IG every morning with her IG and her baby, and she be praying, collecting cash apps.
Well, she should be praying, because this is. But see, you know what I'm wondering, because if they do, they gonna do him like Red Fox.
Mm-hmm.
They gonna come in and start seizing all that stuff. Them cars and
Gucci's and Fendi.
They're gonna be taking all of that.
Yeah.
When the feds came in, see, that's what gave Red Fox that heart attack. They came in, and they took his picture with him and Lola Falana and
Wow.
They come in and just start taking stuff up off the wall. That's how they did LaVan Hawkins in Atlanta. They just they told Wendy, they said he's going to jail, and they lived on Hambersham in a huge mansion. He was the owner of Checkers. And
Oh, okay.
you remember he beat McDonald's out of all of that money because he made Checkers appear on paper to be worth a whole lot more than what it was. I mean, and Wendy used to, she would run around and go to galas and different things in Atlanta with chinchilla coats and sable. I mean, she was bad. And they told her, they said, either you're going to jail too. I mean, they had original William Tolliver paintings on the wall in their house. And they seized everything. And they gave her $25,000 to start a new life with.
Somebody just said they're talking about the relationship of Whitehead's wife, because she has a relationship with Jordan, and she come from up under your friend Juanita, Bynum, like the same crowd. Like they say she got the oil, he got the water. That's what they say.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, y'all are so deep into it. I didn't even know. Now, is that the current wife or is that the ex-wife? Because the ex-wife
that's
was
the
bad
current
too.
one. The current one. And matter of fact, Jordan said her father was his trainer.
What kind of trainer?
Well, the trainer. I don't know. Trainer.
Trainer and what?
I think just. I guess
Jordan used to cross dress.
Be quiet, William.
He's like Jeffrey Holder for real. He used to cross dress and do like Sylvester and stuff. You make me feel
what you say. See, Jordan used to come up here, the Fresno area. He was good friends with Baron Ash. So I would
please.
Yeah. And I remember him coming up because I used to go to Baron Ash church sometime.
Well, see, what the hell is wrong with you?
Baron used to have some great. Now they did praise and worship for like an hour or two. But
right, it's crazy. You see, y'all black people.
I was young.
We so mentally ill. We love bondage. We just, no, see anybody. That's why I need to go
but
to
Baron.
Anybody that's crazy, they have a following.
But Baron could preach though. He preached at T.D. Jakes. Baron used to preach.
So what happened as you pour some more? Wine?
Don't mind me. But they were really. I don't know what broke up their relationship. But Baron would run around with Jordan. They would go to Israel, London. He would go everywhere with Jordan.
But he falls out with you. And if at some point in the relationship that you don't do or acquiesce and do what he wants to be done, then he starts having a problem.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Which... I'm wondering, is this going to be large enough to potentially create a situation for him and Larry?
Interesting. I don't know.
Because don't forget, Manasseh went to the feds on his daddy.
What you say?
Oh, see, child, don't listen. I know.
That's how they barely started talking again. What a month or two ago?
It about killed Deborah, Because,
I know.
Deborah poor Deborah, she couldn't take that he wasn't talking to her. And see, they still not dealing with the fact that Bethany's son got molested by Master J. See, Bethany's son was coming out of the shower because, Jordan's got Reverend Ike's house. Now, I don't know
Oh,
how
is
he
that
wound up. And
okay?
so, that house is a 10-bedroom mansion, and every bedroom is a full suite. So every bedroom has a bedroom, a sitting area, and its own private bathroom. The house is absolutely incredible. And
He said
so,
everybody get you a glass. Let's go. Get you a glass.
yeah, let's get everybody come on. And so now, Master J was like an adjutant to Jordan.
Yeah.
And Bethany's son
Wait a
was
minute, Master J. Who's Master J?
Master J worked for Bernard Jordan.
Oh, okay.
And he and Bernard fell out. And Master J called Manasseh. And Manasseh hired him. And he moved to Miami and was in Miami working and being an adjutant to Manasseh. And then he mysteriously died.
Well, they mysteriously die in New York.
That's what I'm saying. And so, but when I talked to Bernard about his grandson getting molested by Master J, he vowed to me that Master J was going to pay for that, for what he did, because the situation got so bad that his grandson did not want to have anything to do with his grandfather. And then it caused problems with him because, see, Bethany, okay, so Jordan has 5 children. Jordan has 5 children. Naomi is the oldest. It was Naomi, and then Bethany, then Alex. Now, Alex is the oldest boy is the one that's really the prophet. Now, he can look through muddy water and see dry land.
Oh, okay.
But he thinks he's Jay-Z or somebody, and he likes to smoke weed and, go into and do hallucinogens and stuff. So
he's just
that's Alex. Joshua, Prophet Joshua, he's my Morehouse brother, and Jordan has been trying to groom him and make it happen. It just can't happen. But then the youngest, and Manasseh is the youngest child of the 5. And he also has it. So the 2 serious prophets in the family is Alex and Manasseh. But as good as Manasseh is, Alex is even better.
Oh, wow. He just
Alex can finish sentences and stuff. He can tell you what you're thinking, and but he's bad like those Africans that Jordan brings in.
But Manasseh markets his better. That's what has put him on the map. Who? Manasseh.
What about him?
He markets his prophecy, his whole ministry a little bit better.
He does everything that his father does. He does everything that his father does, and the whole aspect of the mailing. Let me tell you, Bernard gets up and he prophesies and does those calls and goes into his office and does those calls for a full 8 hours. He's on the line with it's flowing like a full well-oiled machine in operation.
Wow.
Yeah, they're on the phones. Then Deborah comes in, she prays with the women. They are on the phones and they're prophesying and they're praying for people all over the world.
Nice, Deborah.
Poor thing. She's from Valdosta, Georgia.
Oh, okay.
She's from Valdosta. And, very sweet, but, has just, I don't know. You know, I don't think he'll ever be to the level that he was before Chris Charisma did that hit piece on him.
Well, see, that's the reason why he got with Larry. That's what I'm saying. You're talking about you don't know how it's going to go. Larry still has a huge platform that Jordan needs because Larry put Jordan back on the map and kind of legitimized him after that Charisma magazine deal.
Well, you know who he came to first.
Well, what happened? Did you do it?
I'll be honest with you. He came to me, and what I felt, it was something in here and that felt a little, it was a little hocus pocus. It was a little too mystical. Now perhaps maybe if I had, spent more time and got more acclimated, perhaps maybe I would have, you know, drawn into it a little bit more. But he was looking for someone that would take that stigma or reacclimate him, to the mainstream Black church.
Mm-hmm.
And he really wanted it to be Church of God in Christ. And then, I was close and had very great relationship with Bishop Blake. And so he was trying that, and then he was trying with Jesse, and he was, he's been scrounging. But I still don't think that, and perhaps he does have the large platform, but I just don't think he has still gotten acclimated back to the Black Pentecostal church like he wants.
Yeah, but you know what? And if he wants that, it's okay, but I don't think he needs that. I think where he's at right now,
a lot of people want stuff that they don't necessarily need.
That's true.
You want that validation from somebody like a Jakes, or you want that validation from someone. And see, everybody that he gets with is a has-been or a once was.
Like Bloomer and all them. Yeah.
And see, Bloomer, once that, who is he? Where is he? Once the word and him and Kevin Liddell, once they parted ways, I mean, see, you constantly have to, it's almost, you're hot until you got to maintain that relationship.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got to, and unless you really build something on your own where it doesn't matter and it only enhances. It's just like the same thing. Who's Nene now?
Right.
Who's Nene?
Right.
She's not on the Real Housewives. She don't have a peach right now. Portia, when have we seen or heard anything? They're not hot right now. So you have to stay and maintain that and until you either you can't or you don't. And so that's.
You mentioned Blake. What do you think about the transition down there in LA?
His Chuck has been well groomed.
I like him.
I do too. I mean, that's, he's been well groomed, and he's going to have to just go in and carry. The one thing about that situation is West Day is a well-oiled machine.
It is. And it got some good,
I mean, it's
good
church. It's church executed with excellence. The only other church that I have seen that functions to that degree was Gilbert Patterson's church, Temple of Deliverance. And so I think if he continues his dad and mom's legacy, um, continue to do the services and the things in the community, and that's still that
Yeah.
engagement and that involvement. I think he'll be okay. Um,
That
Bishop
matter.
Blake was just such a unique man. I mean, he brought class and style
Yeah.
to the whole Pentecostal thing. But with any church, when the leader either dies or steps down, it's gonna be some falling away, and then
Yeah.
it's gonna be some people that's gonna be attracted to
Junior.
Charles,
Yeah.
that's going to come with him,
Yeah.
And I think that the other part that I would like to see him do is, continue his father's work, but then make some stuff of his own.
Yeah. 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 And the one thing I have noticed about him, he's gotten better in his preaching, and I think and not saying he's some great, TD Jakes, but I think he's like an Olstein. Just find who you are and just roll with it.
Exactly.
In my
The same way. What's his name? I thought. Fred Price's son was doing good, but he liked to do he was a dope fiend, but
oh, the prostitutes he liked. It was a dope.
well, no, he had to go to rehab.
Oh, was that it? Okay, okay.
Yeah, he had to go to rehab because him and that wife, they like to get high.
Oh, not for.
Yeah, they
Oh,
like to do
Lord.
dope. Yes, and so,
Mm,
but he had developed his own swag
yeah.
within, evidence, evidence that you
Do you have? Yes.
So man, I don't know. No, but you guess who's retiring too?
Who
No,
is he? Who gonna take over that church though?
Kevin
I,
Adams.
Kevin Adams. I don't know who that is.
Kevin Adams, yes, you do. Kevin Adams is from Chattanooga, Olivet in Chattanooga, Tennessee. He's the
Mm.
one where the guy walked in and beat the man's ass on the front row that Sunday.
All these church people. My God. Oh,
You remember he came in and whipped the guy?
I think I do remember something like that now that you say that.
But
Mm.
and Kevin has been on. He be on Love and Hip Hop Miami.
Really? Let me look that
Yes,
up.
and so he's going to get City of Refuge.
I'm gonna say because I don't see anybody over there at the city that would be able to take that on.
Mm-mm. They really like Kevin,
Mm.
and he goes out there all the time.
Let me see who he is. He coming up. Oh, okay.
Yeah, Kevin Adams.
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah. So he's gonna get. So that's gonna be. Oh, I don't know. Well, what did you think about how you said it in the comments about how Jake's distanced himself from Cora? So
Well,
what do you think of?
she got a whole baby snatching baby issue. Even if she got that
She likes
baby
to kidnap. She's a kid.
and then name them babies that she get off of dolls that she had. So if she
Yeah,
had a
like the
doll,
whole fight. See, like they crazy. They crazy.
oh, these church people. Yeah, but that woman say she want her baby back. So she
Yeah,
could
but see
put her
that
on.
girl, she's a dope addict or something. Ain't
Well,
something she's
I'm
not
sure,
fit.
but she said Cora is spiritually
Abducted her
manipulated
child,
her into her getting her child.
but she
Now the
abducted
poor,
that child.
Yeah, so I mean, he couldn't put her on that stage for Woman Thou Lose. He couldn't do that. Not,
But see, her husband likes to molest children.
well. I heard that, but when you think about the situation, though, William, could that have been a created situation to get him out of the picture so she can have because it's been said that she was in a mental institution for a while, right? I'm just so when you think about that now, are they creating this narrative and told that girl to say that so they can get him out so she can keep because maybe he threatened to take them kids from her. And she had them dolls like they was her kids until she got some kids. Then she named the kids after the dolls. So I know the accusations against the ex-husband, but that Jake's is a big corporation there.
He's a mastermind.
Yes. So I can't go with it 100%.
But I don't think he. Let me tell you something. Kenneth Ulmer had 3 men that was over his youth department at Faithful Central that was molesting boys and molesting children, and he paid $250,000 to make it go away. And Faithful Central has never been the same. They had to come out of that Great Western. They had to come out of that Great Western Forum. Yeah. I think that it's a battery of lawyers behind the scenes that is probably trying to, Now, the one thing about Jake's is he doesn't mind paying a hunk and a chunk. He'll pay a hunk and a chunk to make it go away. Yeah. See, he's not like Eddie. He's not like Eddie. See, Eddie had to get hit upside the head, and he didn't believe fat meats was greasy.
Right. Exactly.
See, Jay, you come to him, and he's gonna, immediately start negotiating.
Right.
How much do you want? And so, I don't think we have seen the last of this situation with this son-in-law.
No, I don't think so either. But like I said, it's really weird to me how this whole court thing is going. So I just can't get on the whole bandwagon that he did that to children. I don't know. Like I said, it's just an opinion that I have with her past.
But I think that makes sense because if they were both damaged and crazy,
right,
then it's no telling what they were doing together.
Right. And Jake's know who your kids are. You know all about your children.
Yeah, just like he had the stepson that was out there in the woods, like in the park getting naked and wanting to have sex when Jermaine went to jail. You forgot about that?
I remember that.
Yeah, he'd like to go outside in the woods up under the stars at night and lurk. Woo! Like who does that? Who strips down out their clothes in the dark of the night?
No, I ain't never been there. No, I can't do that.
No, I can't do it outside. No. Well, although.
Don't tell it all. Don't tell it all.
No, I haven't done it, but I'm just saying now that I think about it, that might would be,
we have to get back to
be interesting. I guess it's the whole gratification of getting caught.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. Yeah, because that's the thing. Yeah.
But oh my God, could you imagine how devastating it would be to get caught?
Oh yeah. Ooh. Oh no, my God. Hey, did you watch the whole Jeffrey Dahmer thing?
I cannot watch. Let me.
You can't do it. Okay, I know some people can't do it.
That was that whole. I'm so glad we don't have serial killers. You remember Night Stalker?
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
It is so frightening. Like, I don't think I went to sleep for almost 2 weeks during the time this. You know, I'm so glad we don't have serial killers. That man, I mean, and then it's so chilling
Yeah.
how and the guy, I mean, from the what you call it, the little clips, the
Yeah.
commercials of it. I mean, it's so vivid. It's just like
It's really raw. It's really descriptive. It's disturbing. It's and it's 10 episodes.
all in gay, but and you know, I saw with the women's convention.
What?
With the women's convention, when we went to Milwaukee about 3 or 4 years ago, that
Oh,
Ambassador Hotel, we had some of the women. I said, "Child, do y'all know this is where the man was killed?"
it's the same one. Huh? Yeah, the ambassador. It sure
It was
was.
the Ambassador
Yep.
Hotel, and we had some of the women that was at the women's. I told them, I said, I can't even drive up on this property. I
Mm,
can't even have my courtesy van come up here. And
right.
I was telling them, I said, y'all got to check out of here. I said,
Mm.
Jeffrey Dahmer was killing those guys. I mean, and, you know, but they're trying to deny that that was racism and that was poor black men that
Yeah.
were homosexual and prostituting, and
Yeah.
that's why, and their lives did not have value, and that's why that whole situation was able to go on as long as it was
It
able
was white privilege from the beginning to the end. He moved
to the
into that
end. And then
area.
the poor boy that he had, the poor boy that got away, and then they took him back over there.
Right. Took him right back into his hands. Yeah. 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 It was really
But how did that black woman, the woman that Niecy Nash is playing the part, how did she live in that building with that smell that long?
oh, I couldn't do it. But you know, when you don't have anywhere else to go, I mean, I guess you just deal with it. I couldn't deal with it. I would have never slept.
I can't take sneaky smells like that. And then because he did that for a period of what, almost 10, 15 years.
Yeah, from what, 88? Well, no, I thought he only killed from like 88 to 91 or 91 or something like that. I
I
thought it
thought it
was,
was almost. I thought it was a span of. Let's see. I thought it was a span of almost like 10 years.
they say Kobe Mitchell can tell you about getting caught. Yeah, old Kobe, they had him hemmed up.
Who is
And
that?
you know that preacher, that little uh, mentally challenged preacher, Kobe.
I don't know him. Somebody's
Yeah.
that and they he got caught. What did he get caught doing?
Well, he was screwing the boy, a couple of boys. You know that
Oh,
that Kobe. Yeah, they had a couple videos. He just cheesing and pumping.
oh, wait a minute. You talking about that boy that's got cerebral palsy?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
y'all. You know, it's
yeah.
something wrong with y'all to even pay attention to him.
Right.
I don't even know why y'all was. I don't even know why y'all was paying attention to. See, that's what I'm saying. That everybody, y'all crazy. Okay, Jeffrey Lionel Dahmer, also known as the Milwaukee Cannibal, American sex offender. How long did he do the killing? Let me see. Yeah, because he got killed in prison in
Oh
'94.
yeah, they got him.
Yeah, that black boy.
Hmm. Yeah, I
Beat
was
to
right
death.
between 78 and 91. Yeah. 15 boys between 78 and 91.
78. That's why I said he killed for almost 20
Oh yeah,
years.
you're right. Because I said 88. You're right. You're right.
Yeah, 78 to 91. That's what I'm saying. How long he went through that for that long and
Yeah.
was killing them for over 20 years. It's absolutely incredible to me.
Yeah, that's
The
why.
whole thing is so chill. So how many episodes is it of it?
10. It's 10.
And you watched it from start to finish?
I not in all in one setting. You can't do it all in one setting. It'll mess your mind up. I did like 2 or 3 a day.
Mm.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so
You want
and see one of the actors and so all of them were like what, prostitutes or something?
not really. No. Mm-mm. He would meet them out at the club generally, but he knew he made sure he went to the right club in the right area to get underprivileged boys. You know, throw them a $50, $100, they'll come to your house. He knew what to do. He couldn't go to the affluent area or the affluent clubs because they didn't need your money. He knew exactly where to go and how to get the boys back to his
And
house.
how to now they said that it was one of the stories that it's a black and white picture of this black man, and they said that his story was one of the most gruesome ones and one of the ones that was most heart-wrenching.
The most heart-wrenching one is the deaf one he killed. Because it seemed like they actually really liked each other. And he ended up killing him. It was someone said Niecy Nash is compelling. Niecy Nash did a great job in that movie. Great job.
You know, she used to be a cogic first lady.
Oh, was her ex-husband a pastor?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she was Church of God in Christ.
See, y'all just
and I don't know what he did with her, but he turned her out. She's a lesbian now. She's dyking.
She's happily married now. Wow.
And she's got a real butch. That girl is a stud for real.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. She packed it.
I can't. Oh my gosh. Well, we're gonna stay on this. We're gonna stay on and follow this whole situation with Whitehead because I don't know. And I'm gonna say this to you and to the listening audience. I really pray. I really, really pray that this man is on the up and up.
Yeah.
Because I think the blow that it will be to the Black church and the whole Black charismatic and Pentecostal movement as we know it. I think this would be the like one of the final straws.
But it seems to me like someone brought to the attention that no pastors have any dealings with him. You don't see him running around with Jameson and all them in New York. They don't have anything to do with
He came out of Jameson's church.
Yeah, but Jameson ain't claiming him now.
Well, Jameson said when we was at the gospel music workshop, he said that he came from his church. He said, and that he talked to him. And Jameson said that he did not take his advice. He told him to be quiet and come off of social media and all of that. And that he did not listen. And Jameson and Eric Figueroa, you obey them. And if you don't obey them, then they're going to wash their hands of you. So I just, who else? We don't have any more fathers.
No. Well, who was in Connecticut?
It's no one that could wrap their arms around him and reel him in.
No. Who was that? Who's the war cry? Who died? He would have been a good mentor for
Kenneth Moles.
Yeah.
I don't even know if he wouldn't have listened to Moles because Moles sexuality was too questionable.
Moles is
he needs an alpha male. He needs like Albert would be perfect. Albert
You can't be
Jimerson.
dropping no dimes and moving along.
See, he can't deal with no queen. It's got to be something. No. It's gonna have to be. It's gonna have to be a man's man for real.
Well, that throws out New York.
Now maybe he would listen to David Michael Copeland.
He wanted to get a relationship with A.R. Is it A.R. Bernard? Yeah.
Who is that?
He has that huge church. The one who came and did that deal for Bishop Blake about a month ago, gave him that honor. He's out of New York. Yeah, A.R. Bernard. He's at forget that. He has a huge church, Christian Cultural Center. It's a mega church in Brooklyn.
Is he white?
A.R. threw Whitehead out, didn't let him come into a funeral that was being held at his church. So, you know, they put him out. A.R. put him out. Couldn't come in.
Well, who is this man that wouldn't let him come to a funeral?
He's an affluent. He's big. He's mega. Alfonso R. Bernard.
Oh, Alfonso, the one that acted the fool when they was having the funeral, and the man got up and got out of order. He said, "No, you in my house," and he set the boy down. Yeah, Alfonso.
Well, he wouldn't even let Whitehead in.
Light skin with a bald head.
Well, right. He got hair though. He looked like he got hair, unless he ain't got nothing now.
Well, I know he did something at a funeral, and he told that boy that he was saying something at the podium when they let him come up and speak.
Libby wants us to stop New York jokes. Sorry, Libby, y'all too much up there.
She said what?
Yeah, so he was trying to get close to A. He wanted to be close because AR. One thing about Whitehead, he wants to be. He really wants to be, and he can't get anyone to.
He and Bernard are the same. They're like a horseshoe. They're the same.
Okay. So then that ain't gonna work.
They want that validation.
Yeah.
So, and the money is not satisfying them. They want that. They want to have that. They want to have that level of stature that a Gilbert Patterson had.
Yeah.
They want to be reverenced and revered and
Patterson. My God.
Did you?
Oh my God! I still listen to his sermons.
Oh,
I'm in church in October.
So are you coming to Convocation?
I was thinking about it. I might go.
Yeah, you should. Yeah, he was something. I just hated the way that ambition took him over and just drove a wedge between he and Bishop Owens. You know, I was an Owensite to my core, and that was so vicious and so ugly and such a diabolical attack.
Yeah,
you know, it was so. But he had cancer and he wanted to be the presiding bishop so badly. You know, he wanted it before he died, and so by whatever means that he had.
Did he have cancer way back then? So he had cancer for a long time.
He got diagnosed in '96.
Oh wow! Yeah, wow.
And that's when he started plotting. See, when Bishop Owens won the second time, because Bishop Owens finished out Bishop Ford's 2 years.
Right.
And then he won the second time. But see, they had the balloons in the Marriott. They had the balloons up already. They was
For
ready for the victory party.
For Patterson.
In 96.
Oh, wow.
Because I told him, I said, you see, they got the balloons up in here.
It's over, Bishop. It's over. They got the balloons up.
And in 2000, when we lost the church, see, I thought I was gonna collapse on that. I'll never forget, for as long as I live, I'll never forget that ride with Bishop Owens on the front seat of that van coming back to Atlanta. Had on a pair of black suit pants, and he had his dress shirt open with a tank top, and he sang songs and cried all the way back to Atlanta.
Wow.
Oh. I'll never forget that. And it was so treacherous. Like how you're supposed to wait until the following year at leadership conference before the transition is made. They moved Mother Owens that night.
Wow.
Those adjutant sisters came to Mother Owens and told her to get up out of that first lady seat that night. They moved Bishop Owens that night. They did not wait until Gilbert had his inauguration. They moved. I can't. I'll never forget it.
Wow.
The humiliation. See, that had never happened in the church before. We had never had nobody not and I was, oh God.
Wow.
I mean, when I tell, oh my God, that was like, shoot, that was like Trump and Biden. I mean, It was bad. It was bad. Oh, it was bad. And they fought in the pastors and elders council.
Wow.
They had that bad. Oh, they had a full knockout drag. Diane Bogan's husband told Bishop Owens told Bishop Patterson he was gonna die.
Oh, they don't care. They don't care when they missing that because that's money too. Money and
oh my God! He told me, he said, "You gonna die." It was.
Jesus!
It was so heart-wrenching. I couldn't even take it. I couldn't even take. It was just too much. I mean, we was cussing it like what you call Clifford Jackson out of Kansas City. Clifford said, "I'll shoot up all these if there's something."
Oh, they can get some good cussing in when they mad. Yeah.
Oh, listen, when nobody says to find no more.
Nobody. No, sir.
Oh my God. I'll never forget. I will never forget that. I will never. The pain of it. It was just but he took it with dignity.
Wow.
He took it with dignity and died with $27 million in the bank.
Wow. He didn't leave you.
He was filthy rich.
He should have left you at least one.
Oh, I gotta listen. But I got more when he was alive. I mean, like Bishop Owens kept 30,000 underneath his mattress.
Wow.
He ate $250,000 in his safe.
Yeah. See, I'm just saying, you know, that the church is a big business. And that's why, you know, that whole Maverick City thing, they had to scoot him out of there because you messing with money. You can't
Did you
even.
see the video?
I didn't see the video. No, I didn't. They said it was only up for like 15 minutes or something, but I guess nobody.
Why would he put a video up of him acting a fool like that? Like, I don't. What came over him?
I don't know. I don't know. I have
The
no idea.
devil. He was possessed by the spirit of the devil.
But you know, when you're on a tour like that, when you're doing that, even when I was like, you know, you're doing church every Sunday and you're on this routine, you know, it gets very monotonous and you just start doing it. It's a job. And I'm sure in his mind, the whole spirituality of it is gone. It's about making that money. And you get so out of it where you need that release. So I'm sure, but he just went a little off. He should have turned off the social media.
You know, it's something for an outside force to come along and take you out. It's a difference when you contribute to and you take your own self off the scene.
Right, right. Yeah.
And that boy took his own self out.
But I mean, if they want to hang it up on that, whatever. But he'll be back. He'll be back. He'll be fine. Kirk Franklin cussed his son out, had that on tape, and did everything, and he's on the tour kicking it.
And why they then cancel him?
Right. No.
And then he sat on Oprah's couch and said that how he liked porn and he used to make his wife act out the porn scene.
It's all about
that's the double standard. Y'all have people you like,
right,
and it's okay,
right.
And then people that you don't like. Because if Kim Burrell was busted having a glass of wine, everybody would just go go berserk.
They hate Kim.
They do.
They'll get no grace.
They hate her. They hate my other girl, Juanita.
They don't give. She over here, you know, $14.99. You going? You going to her thing? You going?
I'm gonna go to. I want her to teach me to pray.
Open your Bible and learn.
I love her. She could stand up and preach in a thong bikini, and I would find the scripture to make it all right. I love her. I love her.
But I
find no fault in her. I find no fault.
Man, if them people will pay that money, go.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. That heifer had that Diana Ross wig, and when she did Threshing Floor in the Georgia Dome, she packed out the Georgia Dome.
Yeah,
in the Threshing Floor, and when that gate in the VIP, when that gate rolled up and that Rolls Royce pulled up in, and when Mariah Carey stepped out, I said, "Oh, wait a minute!" I said, "Juanita's on a whole nother level." And she came out in that white robe. I'll never forget it. And she said she wanted 1,000 people to give $10,000. And they went to running. Do you hear me? They was getting up and they were running through the dome. She said, "I'm cutting the anointing off at the 1,000 person. I want you."
How you go cut the anointing off? Oh, Juanita, stop it. You ain't cutting nothing off.
Listen, when I tell you, black and white, old and young.
Just giving it.
I ain't never seen nothing like it.
We going on the road.
I asked a white man from London, I said, "What came over you?" He said, "The Holy Spirit told me in London that I was..."
Ew, Jesus.
Listen, she is bad. I love her.
I mean,
I love her.
Listen, everybody got a gimmick. I shouldn't say gimmick, but everybody got a style.
Well, maybe it's the stuff that you get in the package.
Yeah, Yeah. The prayer shawl and the
Oh,
oil.
Talib, I don't know.
Oil with a little
But
sage.
I mean, do you really? But do you think it's really that much money?
I mean, I think it's ridiculous for what she's offering. I'm going to teach you how to pray. I'm going to. I think it's just.
I think a certain element to it is that you're going to have that intimate,
Yeah,
up close and personal
and people may want
situation
that.
with her.
Yeah, they may want that. I mean, they
And
paid $1,000.
I think that and they may not, she may not say it like that, but that's the big offer, is that
And
you're going to intimately, because she declined Jake's.
oh, for a woman that loose.
Mm-hmm.
Really? Everybody
Yeah.
thought she was going to be that special preacher there that night.
And she told him that she said that she was not coming.
Mm.
But she had her women's thing going. And
But you know what?
he offered her a hunk and a chunk.
I bet he did.
And she declined. And then I don't know if it's gonna mess up their relationship again, because he was so, he's so arrogant,
I'm
how
Jake.
jackass Jake
You
is.
better come
And
preach what I tell you to.
and
Yeah.
exactly. See, that's how he and E. Dewey fell out.
Mm.
Because he told E. Dewey to shut his women's conference down, and E. Dewey wouldn't do it. And then he cut him off. And just like, and now this other man that he made him collapse his church. What's the boy's name? Joel Tuckman.
Did he? Where was he at?
Joel Tubman was was he either in Tulsa or Oklahoma City?
Mm.
And you remember he was a football coach. He got dreads now,
Yeah,
and
I remember him.
he collapsed his church and
Why?
moved to. He collapsed his church and moved to Dallas.
Mm. Well, it looks
Mm-hmm.
like Juanita scrapped all the flyers that had the money amount on it. She scrapped all those.
That's okay. They still gonna come.
They paid
I love her.
for Chris Brown to take a picture and a meet and greet with Chris Brown. People paid $1,000 for. People will pay.
Yeah, they paid to go see Fantasia. First of all, who did Jake's have at Woman Thou Art Loose that was worth anything?
You know what? I think only thing I saw was Kiara singing. I believe I saw
You
that.
saw
I don't.
Kiara, you saw Fantasia.
Oh, I didn't.
And her,
So that was Fantasia. She was there. I didn't know that. Okay, I don't know
yeah,
what she was.
Fantasia was there. So the heavy hitters was Carolyn, and then you had Carolyn Showell, and then you had Jackie McCullough.
Oh, Jackie McCullough was there. Okay, okay. And then what do you think?
But it ain't really, outside of Juanita. It ain't no bomb chick that's on the scene. Because
No.
we don't want to hear nothing Paula White has to say.
Oh, absolutely. Anda, ota, ute, kapta, puta, whatever she said. Ipo, poco, toco. Calling them angels. Girl, get out of here. I don't want to hear nothing she got to say.
No, we don't want to hear nothing. She likes this white supremacy. Oh,
Yeah.
You see Margie Taylor Greene's husband filed for divorce today.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, he got to. I said he got to get the hell away. He want to get the hell away from her.
He said, "My kids is over 18. Bye. I'll see you later."
Listen.
Yeah.
Look, if I'm not gonna get where I've been on the live for 2.5 hours.
Oh my God, we gotta get off.
You got to. I'm sure you're gonna sleep good tonight after all that wine.
Yeah. I am. Yes. Definitely.
What was that? A good Chardonnay?
Yeah, actually, it was. Yeah. Good
I got the Holy Ghost. I told you I could look through ruddy water and see dry.
That's like me being the bartender in Chicago.
Listen, I ain't told it. You told it.
That's all right.
All is well.
All
Man,
is
it
well.
was great having you on.
Yeah, all right, man. Appreciate it. We have to do it again.
Absolutely.
Have a good one. Bye,
You
everybody.
too. Oh my gosh. Looks at you all. You've been watching. I got to do this more